वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्।
अथ द्वादशोऽध्यायः। एवं सततयुक्ता ये भक्ताः स्वां पर्युपासते ये चाप्यक्षरमव्यक्तं तेषां के योगवित्तमाः। मय्यावेश्य मनो ये मां नित्ययुक्ता उपासते श्रद्धया पर्युपेतास्ते मे युक्ततमा मताः। ये त्वक्षरमनिर्देश्यमव्यक्तं पर्युपासते सर्वत्र गमचिन्त्यं च कूटस्थमचलं ध्रुवम्। सन्नियम्येन्द्रियग्रामं सर्वत्र समबुद्धया ते प्राप्नुवन्ति मामेव सर्वभूतहिते रताः। क्लेशोऽधिकतरस्तेषामव्यक्तासक्तचेतसाम् अव्यक्ता हि गतिर्दुःखं देहवद्भिर्वाप्यते। ये तु सर्वाणि कर्माणि मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्परा अनन्येनैव योगेन मां ध्यायन्त उपासते तेषामहं समुद्धरता मृत्युसंसारसागरात् भवामि न चिरात् पार्थ मय्यावेशितचेतसाम्। मय्येव मन आधत्स्व मयि बुद्धिं निवेशय निवसिष्यसि मय्येव अत ऊर्ध्वं न संशयः। अथ चित्तं समाधातुं न शक्नोषि मयि स्थिरम् अभ्यासयोगेन ततो मामिच्छाप्तुं धनञ्जय। अभ्यासेऽप्यसमर्थोऽसि मत्कर्म परमो भव मदर्थमपि कर्माणि कुर्वन् सिद्धिमवाप्स्यसि। अथैतदप्यशक्तोऽसि कर्तुं मद्योगमाश्रितः सर्वकर्मफलत्यागं ततः कुरु यतात्मवान्। श्रेयो हि ज्ञानमभ्यासात् ज्ञानात् ध्यानं विशिष्यते ज्ञानात् कर्मफलत्यागात् शान्तिरनन्तरम्। अद्वेष्टा सर्वभूतानां मैत्रः करुण एव च निर्ममो निरहङ्कारः समदुःखसुखक्षमी। सन्तुष्टः सततं योगी यतात्मा दृढनिश्चयः मय्यर्पितमनो बुद्धिर्यो मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः। यस्मान्नो द्विजते लोको लोकान्नो च यः हर्षामर्षभयोद्वेगैर्मुक्तो यः स च मे प्रियः। अनपेक्षः शुचिर्दक्ष उदासीनो गतव्यथः सर्वारम्भपरित्यागी यो मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः। यो न हृष्यति न द्वेष्टि न शोचति न काङ्क्षति शुभाशुभपरित्यागी भक्तिमान् यः स मे प्रियः। समः शत्रौ च मित्रे च तथा मानापमानयोः शीतोष्णसुखदुःखेषु समः सङ्गविवर्जितः। तुल्यनिन्दास्तुतिर्मौनी सन्तुष्टो येन केनचित् अनिकेतः स्थिरमतिर्भक्तिमान् मे प्रियो नरः। ये तु धर्म्यामृतमिदं यथोक्तं पर्युपासते श्रद्दधाना मत्परमा भक्तास्तेतीव मे प्रियाः। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। उपस्थित भगवत भक्तों के रूप में मेरी अपनी ही आत्माओं। श्रीमद् भगवद गीता भगवान के मुखारबिंद से निकली हुई अमर वाणी है, और जो भी जीव श्रद्धा सहित इस अमर वाणी को धारण करता है, वो जीवत्व को छोड़कर ईश्वरत्व की प्राप्ति करता है, इसमें कोई संशय नहीं है। ये जीवात्मा चाहे जिस देश में रहे और चाहे जिस भेष में रहे, गीता सबका सब काल में समान रूप से कल्याण करने वाला एक अनुपम एवं अलौकिक ग्रंथ है।
यत्र योगेश्वर कृष्णो यत पाठो धनुधरः तत्र श्रीविजयो भूतिर्ध्रुवानीतिर्मतिर्मम। यत्र योगेश्वर कृष्णो यत पाठो धनुधरः तत्र श्रीविजयो भूतिर्ध्रुवानीतिर्मतिर्मम। यत्र योगेश्वर कृष्णो यत पाठो धनुधरः तत्र श्रीविजयो भूतिर्ध्रुवानीतिर्मतिर्मम। Wherever there is Krishna, the Lord of Yoga and Bhagavad, the archer, assured is their prosperity, victory, glory, and sound policy. This is my conviction. Bhagavad Geeta Vishwasa Sahita Naraparta और अपराता है प्रभु दर्शन कर परिवार सहित भवसागर से तर जाता है इसलिए सदा सत्संग करो इसलिए सदा सत्संग करो सत्य नियम भंग मत कभी करो भगवान तुम्हारे अंदर है नित्य नाम हरि का लिया करो नित्य नाम हरि का लिया करो भगवद गीता विश्वास सहित नर परता और पढ़ता है प्रभु दर्शन कर परिवार सहित भवसागर से तर जाता है इसलिए सदा सत्संग करो इसलिए सदा सत्संग करो सत्य नियम भंग मत कभी करो भगवान तुम्हारे अंदर है नित्य नाम हरि का लिया करो नित्य नाम हरि का लिया करो पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः 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 That is full, this is full. Fullness comes from fullness. Take fullness from fullness. The remainder is full. We are complete perfect and full of love. Nothing is insignificant. Nothing is smaller than anything else. The part represents the whole, just as the seed contains the whole. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Gurudev Maharaj, Jai Geeta Mataji. Happy New Year. Stay blessed for the new year and forever.
Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tad aham bhakti paritam ashnami prayatatmana yat karosi yadasnasi yat hosi dadasi yat tapasyasi kaunteya tat kuru shamadarpanam सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वां सर्वपापेभ्यो मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुच वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Gurudev. On behalf of Swami Geeta Kiran ji, Guru Bhai Joshi ji, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to all of you. Thank you for being with us on this post-Valentine Day session. Our Valentine is Radharani ji and Bhagwan Shri Krishna. Having said that, I would now like to hand it over to Guru Bhai Joshi ji to please take it over from here.
Thank you, Guru Bhai, Petri, and thanks to all of you who are attending today. Yes, whole world celebrated Valentine Day, and our Valentine is Sri Krishna and goddesses. As I mentioned last week, that next month, from 23rd March to 26th March, we are going to celebrate our Gurudev's birthday celebration and International Gita Conference at Geeta Dham, TV, Jodhpur, India. And the topic is 16th chapter, Devik and Asuri Shakti description. My request and suggestion is to study as much as you can on 16th chapter, and also put yourself that you are a Bhakt, as mentioned from verse 13 to verse 19 of chapter 12. You will find yourself to be on the side of divine powers. In this side of Pandavas versus on the side of Kauravas. With that said, I request our very dear Nal Kapoorji to please take it upon yourself and blast us with some beautiful verses and wisdom of Bhagavad Gita. Kapoor sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Joshi ji, my dear sister Geeta Kiran ji, my dear brother Prasad ji and Peter ji, and all the audience. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Ram to all. Om Shri Paramatme Namah. Gita Shasmidham Punyam Ya Pathet Priyata Puman Vishnu Padam Vaproti Bhai Shokadivarjitaha. गीता अध्ययनशीलस्य प्राणायाम परस्य च नैव सन्ति हि पापानि पूर्वजन्म कृतानि च ॐ विश्वानि देव सवितर्दुरितानि परासुव यद्भद्रं तन्नयासुव ॐ हरिण्यगर्भा संवृतताग्रे भूतस्य याता पतिरेके आसीत् सदाधार पृथ्वी ध्यामुते मां तस्मै देवा या हविषा विधेम ॐ या आत्मदा बलदा यस्य विश्व उपासते प्रशिशं यस्य देवा यस्य छाया अमृतं यस्य मृत्यु कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम ॐ गुरु आज्ञा में निस दिन रहिए गुरु आज्ञा में निस दिन रहिए जो गुरु चाहे सोही करिए जो गुरु चाहे सोही करिए गुरु की महिमा अपरंपार गुरु की महिमा अपरंपार अक्षर ओम में करत विहार गुरु चरणन रज मस्तक धरिए गुरु चरणन रज मस्तक धरिए जो गुरु चाहे सोही करिए जो गुरु चाहे सोही करिए ध्यान मूलम गुरुर्मूर्ति पूजा मूलम गुरुपदम मंत्रमूलम गुरुर्वाक्यम मोक्षमूलम गुरु कृपा मोक्षमूलम गुरु कृपा गुरु आज्ञा में निस दिन रहिए जो गुरु चाहे सोही करिए ओ वसुदेव सुतं देवं कंस चाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानंदं कृष्णं वंदे जगत गुरुम. Yesterday was the Valentine Day, and there was a lot of celebrations going on. People totally forgot what is the real meaning of Valentine Day. The real meaning of Valentine Day is the love with Lord Krishna, Bhagwan Shri Krishna, Bhagwan Shri Ram. That is the Valentine Day. These worldly manifestations of what we are doing, it is all wastage of time. When the Creator created this creation, He, the Almighty, created in a phenomenal diversity. Wherever you see, it is a diversity. Your body is the personification of the cutest point of diversity. And all around the creation, there is a diversity, diversity, and diversity. So if you are the true follower of Bhagwan Shri Krishna, respect the diversity in all forms and shapes, all manifestations. The Creator also has manifested three powers to run this creation: Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh. Brahmaji is responsible to create this creation. Vishnuji is the sustainer to provide resources, maintain it. And Shiva, Bhagwan Shiv, he dissolved this whole creation to
Hello.
bring up the new one. But these are all muscular manifestations. But at the same time, he created the women empowerment also in the form of Lakshmi, Saraswati, and Durga. And that is what we were talking about, the power of love. These three manifestations, Lakshmi, Saraswati, and Ma Durga. This is a clear message to the entire creation, the empowerment of the womanhood. The way we are living, we don't respect that. There is a very strong agitation, and a lot of societies are coming up to reinvent this notion of women empowerment. But in Vedic Dharma, women empowerment has already been bestowed upon this creation. We cannot live in this planet without the benevolence of Saraswati. Saraswati represents the wisdom, the knowledge. And without knowledge, you cannot earn anything. So Lakshmi ji will never enter wherever you are living if you are devoid of the concept of Saraswati. These I am talking only because of yesterday was the Valentine Day. And people were giving flowers and other things. And they have no in-depth knowledge what they are doing. Once in a year, on this Valentine Day, they recognize their better halves. But Sanatana Dharma gives you the strength and courage, the insight to do that every day in the form of Lakshmi, Saraswati, and Durga. And we have been doing that. That is the beauty of Sanatana Dharma. So I am emphasizing again that next year, when this fortunate day comes, be very mindful. This Valentine Day should be carried on 365 days. Then you respect the love. And love is not attachment. Love is not your egos. Love the Almighty. And that is the spiritual strength. And here kicks in the wisdom of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Without the wisdom of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, you cannot advance in the spiritual discipline. All other disciplines are rituals. They put you in the boxes. Fresh air never comes. All these phases are man-made. Bhagavad Gita, the eternal beauty coming out of the lotus lips of Bhagavan Sri Krishna. First-hand information to the mankind in the form of Arjuna. So we must reinvent ourselves and put our deepest faith in the teaching of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Even one verse can change. And now the tax year is coming, 15th April in the United States. We all will file tax returns. People are tense. People are manipulating, collecting other documents because it has to be filed. My suggestion is be prepared to file the spiritual return, which at the time of your final exit from this planet, you have to file. Create the documentation. We don't do that. Don't become ritualistic. Become practical. Even one verse can change it. Advaita Sarva Bhutanam, Abhi Joshi ji, he mentioned chapter 12. I am referring to just quickly one word verse. Advaita Sarva Bhutanam, goodwill to everybody, ill will to none. Do we do that? No. Our memory system has totally compromised. Our memory is not attached to Antaratma. जिसको consciousness कहते हैं. It is attached to the ego. And we are holding the garbage of others in our memory. Our memories are choked. There is no space to enter the wisdom of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. It is overflowing all around, but there is no space. You have to squeeze out the negativity from your memory. And that is the dictation of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. It is now or never. Nobody knows whether you will get this form of the apex point of creation in the form of this human body. फिर पता नहीं कब लाइन में लगना पड़ेगा. So prepare your documentation as we prepare to file the return. On your final exit, you cannot go without that return. If there are a lot of discrepancies, it will bring you back under the theory of reincarnation. So I'm touching all these subtle points a little bit, but the central message which I utmost humility want to convey to all of us, because we are all human beings, that this is the golden opportunity. And try to use the computer language, save and delete, in a very wise form. Delete those things which you are holding, which has no connection with this spiritual pursuit of your growth. And save the wisdom of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Bring the discipline. Respect the time. Respect the goodness of others. Not the shortcomings. If we don't do that, this phenomenal body which we got it, where Bhagavan Sri Krishna, he says, Sarvasya Chaham Haridisan Nibishto, I am seated in the heart of everybody. Treat this body as a temple. ये ईंट और पत्थर के बनाए हुए टेम्पल ठीक है, those are the social adjustments. But this is a divine temple. No cost is involved. So go inside, hold your hands, rub your forehead in front of the feet of Sri Bhagavad Gita. With these thoughts, because time is the essence, and we have to listen to other listeners also. I will stop right here, and once again, I submit my profound regards to all the audience. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Gurudev, and Jai Shri Ram, Jai Hanuman. It's the time that whole world is thinking about Ram, and there is no difference between Ram and Krishna. Any name is as good, but it's wonderful to take both together, make it 22. Thank you, Nandaji. And I wanted to share something. This morning I attended a regular satsang conducted by Moti Merosraji, and she had started discussing chapter 1. She read about 12, 13 verses up till now. And the way she discusses and explains is very interesting. So I suggest that if you devotees have time to join, that is on Thursday, 10 o'clock Eastern Time. So I will try to send their schedule to all of you. And if you find time, join it. It's very interesting. She teaches like we are beginning students, and she interfaces with the audience. I liked it. I wanted to thank Motiji for doing what she does. And at this time, I want to request very humbly to our very respected Professor Umapati Prasadji to please conclude Karma Sannyas Yoga. And in case someone has any question, concern about this chapter, or any chapter from 3rd, 4th, and 5th, this is the 5th one, depending on the time we will take up on them. With that, Dr. Saab, please take it.
Thank you very much, Joshiji. Thank you very much indeed. My prayer to Bhagwan and Gurudev. Vansi Vibhushita Karan Navnir Dabha Pitambara Darunabimba Phaladarosta Purnendu Sundara Mukha Arvinda Netra Krishna Param Kimapita Tvamaham Najane Chaitanya Shaswataha Shanto Vyomatito Niranjana Vindunad Kalatita Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Salutations to that glorious Guru who is eternal consciousness itself, the very essence of peace, the essence of all realities, the primordial source, untouched by ignorance.
So, Mommy.
Last week, we are trying to conclude this verse 19
cable,
and chapter 5,
Cable?
the last verse, which
Wait,
reads,
that's not cable? Cable. That's cable? Yeah.
Bhoktaram yagyatapasam sarvaloka maheswaram suradam sarvabhutanam gyatva mam shanti mrikshati. Bhagavan is telling to Arjuna that my devotee attains what? Shanti mrikshati. What kind of devotees? Mam gyatva. Those who have known me as what? As bhoktaram yaktapsam, sarvalok maheswaram, and suhradam sarvabhutanam. Let us deal with one after another. Gyatva mam sarvalok maheswaram. Know me as Supreme Lord of all worlds, Sarva Loka, Maheswaram. Gyatva mam as Suhridam Sarva Bhutanam. And know me as Bhoktaram Yagutapsam, as Suhrad or selfless friend of all beings, and Bhoktaram Yagutapsam, enjoyer of all sacrifices and austerities. Let us take up one after another. Now, when we talk of Sarvaloka, what do we mean by that? Bhagavan says, you know that I am the Maheswaram of Sarvaloka. What is that Sarvaloka? In Vedic literature, as I mentioned last week, there are three loka has been mentioned. That is Bhu, Bhuvaha, Swaha. That is the first three words of Gayatri Mantra. You all know. Bhu Loka is the Prithvi. Bhuvaha Loka is Antariksh. And Swaha Loka is Swarga. Now these are not, although it looks like it is one above the other. This Swargloka is here, Antariksh is above this, and Swarga is above that. But that is not really understood. That is not the real thing. We do talk about consciousness, and everything is consciousness. Every whole universe is pervaded by this supreme consciousness. And in that supreme consciousness, there are levels one can reach. If you are able to elevate yourself insofar the knowledge is concerned or spiritual path is concerned. So at what state of spiritual path you have reached, that level of consciousness makes one place at a stage, at where is lower stage, that is the Prithvi, or at a higher state, that is Antariksh, or at a higher state, Swarga. I don't want to spend too much time on that because there's so many things else to talk about. But this is the general understanding of what is the Prithvi, Antariksh, and Swarga Loka. Bhagavan Sri Krishna also mentions that very clearly in the Gita, and there also three loka have been mentioned. There is this Swarga Loka, there is a Martya Loka or Mrityu Loka, and the Naraka Loka. They have been mentioned in these two verses. In verse 21 of chapter 9, Bhagavan says, Tetam bhuktva swargalokam vishalam chine punye martyalokam vishanti evam tridharma mano prapanna gata gatam kama kama lavante. Now this is the journey of that so-called soul which can, after attaining good merits in this world, go on to have enjoyment in another look, what is called heaven. And after having enjoyed that, when the merit is exhausted, it returns back to the human world or the Prithvi Loka. Now, this is again, we can take it in that way. It is spiritual advancement. If you are spiritually advanced, then you attain a higher level of enjoyment in Swarga, or else after finishing the merit or punya, then you come back to the Prithvi Lok and carry on the work of this year. He also talks about Naraka, that is the hell, and he says that in verse 21 of 16th chapter, Trividham Narakasyedam Dwaram Nashanamatmanah Kamaha Krodha Tatha Lobha Tasmadetam Trayam Tajed. In this verse, the Lord clearly talks about hell, that you will be entering the hell if you have Kama, Krodha, and Lobha. This is very common, very popular verse to know about, and one should certainly abandon that, not get into the Kama, Krodha, and Lobha, which is easy to say, but very, very difficult to follow. But then one should know what it means. Besides these 3 loka, there are 14 loka have been described in Bhagavad Puran, and this is 14 bhuvan कहते हैं, 14 loka, 14 lok. And these are 6 are urdhva loka, 7 are adha loka, and 1 is called as middle loka, that is the bhu. Now these names have been there, bhuvaha, swaha, maha, jana, tapa, or highest lok is the Brahma loka, that is Satya lok. 1 is the Prithvi lok, and then there is 7 lok, which is Patal. The names are Atal, Bital, Sutal, Rasatal, Talatal, Mahatal, and Patal. These are the names. Again, these are the lower Patal loks. Again, while names have been described in Purana, and the very large information is mentioned there, I'm again not going through that. But it has also been mentioned within these descriptions that these are out of your karmic trajectory. That means how much karma you have done, bad karma, you are going to Patal. But again, there are grades. How bad, what kind of grades of your demerits. कितने आपने पाप किए हैं, वो पाप का घड़ा कितना बड़ा है आपका. जितना पाप का घड़ा बड़ा है, उतने आप नीचे, आप पाताल के नीचे में जाएंगे. That is kind of understanding. The quantum of your demerits determines where are you in so far the lower, and also if the quantum of punya will determine what loka you are standing. Not that these are places in the environment or in the universe, there is a planet that you go here or go there. Not that. It is, they're all here, but the level of your standing in the society or in the world will be, you see in any village, any place you go, you see the kind of people they are worst suffering, and one who are enjoying the saints and sages. They're all in this world. Saints and sages of highest quality, and the one who जो गर्त में पड़े हुए हैं, ऐसे भी लोग हैं, और ऐसे महान से महानतम लोग हैं. That is the grade one can determine. These are the grades which determines where those loka are. Nonetheless, and of course in the Bhagavad Puran, you see all these kind of diagrams which tells you this is the Prithvi level, and there are higher levels. Highest one is the Brahma Loka, and the lowest one is the Patal Loka. So again, they are talked about the churning of ocean and how they are depending upon the merit or demerit where they are. Just to show you that these are the again Loka below Patal, verse 1 over here, and in this one they talk about the higher Loka. Highest one is Brahma Loka. I will not go in these, just to show you that these are the Loka mentioned is in Purana, Bhagavad Purana, and you can, if you are interested, you can go into it. But let me deal with other parts. So we are talking about Gyatva Mam Sarva Loka Maheshwara. Now we have talked about Sarva Loka. Let me deal with Maheshwara. When we talk of Maheshwara, there are two words in it. One is Maha and other is Ishwara. Ishwara word has been coined to make very specific, it has very specific meaning. When you talk of Ishwara, it means Sagun Nirakara Brahma. There is Brahma. When we talk of Mahaishwara or Maheshwara, then it is Nirgun Nirakara Brahma. There is no gun in that. Since there is no gun, it is not, doesn't involve in the creation of world. For creation of the world or the universe, there is word Ishwara. So Ishwara is the one who is responsible for the creation of the universe, and then Ishwara takes upon himself, creates himself, Prakriti, and with his guidance, the Prakriti takes up the creation of the world. So that with that understanding, Bhagavan says one should understand these two parts of Bhagavan. One is the part which is Nirguna Nirakara Brahma, and other is Saguna Nirakara Brahma. And that what has mentioned in beautifully in this Gita verse 17 of chapter 13, what it says, Avibhaktam cha bhutesu vibhakta cha vivacha sthitam bhuta bhartra cha tajgeyam grasesnu pravavisnu cha. Undivided he exists. And that is the undivided whole universe is there, undivided, Nirgun Nirakara Brahma. But in the body, when it comes to the body, then he looks as if it is divided. Then Atma. One is the supreme consciousness and other is the witness consciousness as Atma in every being. When we talk of beings, then the beings have Atma, and that Atma is the one which is the witness consciousness and divided in beings, as if it is divided. He is to be known as he of course, he is the sustainer, he is the destroyer and the creator. He is the one it gets the power, that is the Saguna Brahma, Saguna Brahma, that is responsible for the creation, for the destruction, and for the sustaining. So these are the further expansion of his activities. In Srimad Bhagavatam gives more elaborate as to how the creation and where you find the presence of Brahma in everywhere. Dravyam karmam cha kalasya swabhavo jiva eva cha vasudevat paro brahma na chanyorthosti tatvata. It says the various aspects of creation. Now, not only the whole creation, but even the fragmented parts of the creation, like material ingredients of creation, karma, time, kalasya, time, and swabhavo, nature of the individual, all are nothing but Supreme Lord Sri Krishna himself. There is nothing in existence apart from him. This is what Bhagwan says, know me as Sarvaloka Maheswaram. Know me as all these. But do we know? Krishna param kimapita tvamaham najane. We do not know. That's what we want to know. That we work towards knowing it. And that Bhagavan says, if you know that, Shantim Rikshati. This is the explanation for the Maheshwara. Now, when we talk of Suhridam Sarva Bhutanam, that means selfless friend of all living being. Though Bhagavan is Bhagavan, Lord of Lords, yet is available to each and every bhakta. Each and every bhakta, he is not beyond approach. That's what Bhagavan is saying in this verse. Although I am Supreme Lord, Lord of Lord, I am Suhrada Sarva Bhutanam. For every individual, every bhakta, I am easily available to him. And my bhakta, for him, I am a selfless friend, Suhradam. This also he talks about in verse 18 of chapter 9, when he says, Gatir Bharta Prabhu Sakshi Nivasa Saranam Surata. I am the goal, the supporter, the Lord, the witness, the abode, the shelter and selfless friend. I am Suhrada of each and every bhakta. हिंदी में सुहृद का मतलब है प्रत्युपकार की अपेक्षा किए बिना मित्र पर उपकार करने वाला मनुष्य सुहृद कहलाता है. Do not expect anything in return. You do service to your friend, do upkar to him, but pratyupkar ki apeksha ke bina. A person who does a favor to a friend without expecting anything in return is called Suhrada. And that's what Bhagavan is saying, know me as that. And the last one he says, Gyatva mam bhoktaram yagatapasam. Know me as the enjoyer of all sacrifices and austerities. What happens? Due to ignorance, we consider ourselves to be the doer, karta, aham karta, and as well as bhokta, aham bhokta, bhokta aham. Bhagavan says, aham hi sarva yajnanam bhokta cha prabhurev cha natu mama vijananti tattve nasyavanti cha. That if those who do not know me, they suffer. But aham hi sarva yajnanam, मैं सर्व यज्ञों का भोक्ता हूं. लोग समझते हैं, people say that I am कर्ता प्रकृति क्रियमाणानि गुणैः कर्माणि सर्वशः अहंकार विमूढ़ात्मा कर्ता हम इति मन्यते. This is out of ignorance, out of the loss of understanding, not clear concept about oneself. This body is not mine. By wrong interpretation, that his body is mine, you understand that he is the karta. He also says, I am the bhogi. He says, those one, Iswaro aham bhogi, Siddho ham balavan sukhi, chapter 16, he talks himself. Those who are demonic prakriti people, they talk about Iswaro aham bhogi. मैं भोगी हूं, वो कहता है. But that Bhagavan says, no, I am the one. So we should realize that whatever creation is there, whether it is samasti prakriti, sansar ki prakriti hai, or vyakti prakriti, the body, this all belongs to Lord. It is not mine. So when we perform any action, we should think that we are offering everything which created by Lord and I am offering my part and body is not mine. I'm offering to Lord. So offering in such a way, do not consider yourself to the one offering, but you consider that you Tudiyam Vastu Govinda Tudhyameva Samarpayet Grihana Sammukho Bhutva Prasida Parameswar. Consider the Lord to be the creator of everything, to be the one to whom we are offering, for him to accept. And with that prayer, we offer whatever we can to the services of, to the feet of Lord, and consider ourselves not to the doer and not also the bhokta. Jai Sri Krishna, Jai Gurudev. I will stop here.
Thank you so much, Dr. Prasadji. Dear friends, as I mentioned, in case any of you have any concern or question, now is the time to bring it up. Anyone? If there is no concern or questions, we are very happy that we are in line with what we are here for. Since this is a very powerful chapter, Karma Sannyas Yoga, taking into account of discussing Karma Yoga and fourth chapter and then this chapter, and the last verse tells something very interesting. Whatever you do, I am the enjoyer. Whatever you think, I am the one who gets it. You do yajna, you do tapa, I am the ultimate enjoyer. That's the last verse that Dr. Prasadji has mentioned today. So my one suggestion is simply that in next Thursday, Dr. Saab, if you can touch upon third, fourth, and fifth in a summary form, and I request if Murthy Malhotraji can also take it upon this, or anyone like Geeta Kiranji or Kapoor Saab or Peterji can take 5-10 minutes and discuss about chapter 3, 4th, and 5th for 5-10 minutes, what it is all about. It will be wonderful. It will bring out all the secrets of karma. And once you know the secrets of karma, any misery in the life will be missing, disappear. There is no reason for anyone to think miserable for a second, because it's not you. It is the Lord. And Lord cannot do mistake. He is always right. So Dr. Saab, is it okay to take upon a few minutes from the scholars?
Let me say one thing here. See, we have been going through these verses, chapter 4, 5, as Joshiji has mentioned. One part which is most important, that is Kama and Krodha, we know. So if we can have concentrated idea about what Kama is and how to get over it. Let me touch on this next week when I will take up Kama. Let somebody else take care of Krodha and the Lobha. If that is so, if we can get rid of these three, our life is superb. So let me take upon Kama. What is Kama? From where it comes, how it bothers, and how we can overcome it. I will take this Kama as a subject. I can deal with that next week. But somebody else can take up.
And I'll take Krodha, and Peterji take the third one. So, and then the Kapoorji is not there, otherwise I will talk to him and ask him to...
Yeah, Narendra Kapoor will do an excellent job on that. He'll do a very good job on that.
So, I wish he's there, otherwise...
you just contact him.
You will take Kam, I'll take Krodh, then Kam, Krodh, then Lobh, you said, third one?
Yeah. Let him deal with Lobh.
And I will request Kapoor Sahib to take Krodh.
Excellent.
Also, I will talk to Motiji in case he can take one of these two and have such there. So we'll talk about 10 minutes, 15 minutes each of these and summarize chapter 3, 4th, and 5th, and move onward week after that. I think that will be very, very interesting.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, once the last verse of this chapter 5 is understood well, there's absolutely no worry in human life. Absolutely no. So Motiji, I will talk to you and request you for 5 minutes next week to talk about Kam, Krodh and Lobh.
तीनों पर नहीं, किस पर बोलना है?
अपने अपने भाव प्रकट करना है मोस्टली।
नहीं, किस पर? काम पर, क्रोध पर, काम पर तो भाई साहब बोल रहे हैं, डॉक्टर प्रसाद जी, और मुझे किस पर बोलना है?
काम क्रोध, आप क्रोध में बोल दीजिए।
ठीक।
क्रोध, how to manage क्रोध through chapter 3, 4 and 5. And Kapoor Saab ko will give him love. Is that okay, Peter ji?
Perfect. Perfect.
Can you drop him a note? I will also drop him a note. So
Okay,
that will be
okay.
very, very, very interesting next week. Very interesting next week. Okay, with that we conclude today. It's a wonderful. And again, I mentioned that today I joined Motiji's satsang, and it was a good experience.
Thank you, Joshi जी।
And before we sign off, I have
टाइम
I have, I
निकाल
have
के आप आते हैं उसमें।
Yeah, Peter, you want to say something?
I have an idea next year how to celebrate Valentine's. Everybody
Okay.
go to an Indian restaurant for thali, right? Thali milti hai na? And call it Valentine Day. Not Valentine, Valentine Day. So go and have your thali with your friends.
बैंगन थाली बोल, बैंगन
Okay.
थाली बोलिए।
Not
Ramesh
Valentine.
ji, you are listening. Please say something about what you
हाँ
think.
जोशी जी, आज आप जय श्री कृष्ण आज आप भूल गए हमको।
नहीं बोले नहीं, मैं आ रहा था आपके पास। आप अपनी शक्ल को छुपा लेते हैं बार बार।
ये देखिए ना कितना बड़ा टॉपिक है, काम क्रोध लोभ, और इसका गीता के 16वें अध्याय में इसका एक ही अक्षर आता है, त्रिविधा।
हाँ, तो आप इसके लिए 5 मिनट के लिए अगले वीक में बोलने के लिए तैयार रहिए।
हाँ, ये पूरी भगवत गीता का सार है। ये एक अक्षर जो है उसने पूरी सृष्टि को नीचे ऊपर कर दिया है। काम क्रोध लोभ है तो 5, लेकिन ये 3 इंपॉर्टेंट है। गीता में लिखा है 16 अध्याय के, त्रिविधा त्रिविधा त्रिविधा।
तो आप इस सर्वदा के ऊपर 5 मिनट के लिए अगले वीक में बोलिए भाई।
ठीक है, अभी या नेक्स्ट वीक?
नेक्स्ट वीक में।
ओके ओके ओके, श्योर।
नेक्स्ट वीक में अभी काफी समय हो गया है। नेक्स्ट
ठीक
वीक
है,
में 10 मिनट सब लोग बोलेंगे।
वेरी गुड।
Okay, so
जय श्री
with
Jai
कृष्ण।
Shri
that,
Krishna.
I want to thank Swami Geeta Kiran ji, Dr. Prasad ji, Brother Peter ji, Narendra Kapoor ji, and of course all of you to join. Because remember, Gita was given by Krishna to Arjuna 1-to-1, and we are more than 1-to-1 here. We are fortunate. We are lucky. So, Geeta Kiran ji, you want to take something next week?
No. I just, before we leave, I just would like to inform that at the moment, Gitu Dadlani has come to Thailand. And after this session, I'm going to see her.
Who?
Gitu Dadlani.
Gitu Dadlani from Panama. She
Okay.
for some wedding function. So after this, I'm going to see her in person.
Okay, but you will be with us next Thursday, right?
Pardon?
You will be with us next Thursday.
After everyone's presentation, I might have something as a tip on top.
Okay.
Because this also some subject I've been dealing in my Thai with my Thai members on this. So I found something interesting.
So
I'll
Yeah,
share.
we will be using about 5 to 10 minutes each of us and share these ideas. That will be wonderful. Wonderful. That will be lovely. Sri Krishna and Gurudev will be very happy when we will talk.
Yoshiji, I think this topic, maybe you please PR it in the group WhatsApp, so people know that next Thursday we're going to have something.
Yes, I will.
Sure.
I will. Oh, yes. Thank you. I will. I will send it to motivational group too in case they want to join us. Okay.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Shri
Yes.
Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Related Happy Valentine's again with Gurudev love and Lord Krishna love, unconditional love.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Valentine's Day and happy Chinese New Year. I hope everyone in the world are happy, healthy, peaceful, and helpful to each other. Jai Shri
Thank
Krishna.
you.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Gurudev.